Alright, we're back. I don't know. Sometimes my mic... Okay, no it... I really don't know why my AMD noise suppression does not work. Does it work now again? Is it now back? No, probably not, right? That doesn't look like it. Which is fascinating. Or I guess we deal without noise suppression today. Which is fascinating. Oh, let's see. Can we get it back running? Hello. But you're allocating a temporary string for this print line. Okay, whatever. I will fix it later. Guess we have to deal without noise suppression. There shouldn't be too much noise going on anyways today, but I'm not sure. AMD software is amazing. Not. Alright, so let's continue our own project. That's the engine, we don't need that, we want the game. Yeah, I hope you had a good day. How are you enjoying Barcelona so far? Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Compiler will probably be smart enough. Probably smart enough. Let's see. Let's add a couple more coordinates here, which is kind of painful to do. I mean, actually, it's not so painful, right? We do that and we just remove that here, right? And now we have the other corners. So awesome. Congratulations. I mean, you agreed, but I mean, still the company has to offer it, so congratulations for that. And yeah, nice for you. Oh god, how does that work? -5, -5. Maybe we just do the corners manually now, because that's really painful otherwise. I mean, basically we copy it always, what I mean. I mean, we could... Yeah, no, let's copy it over, then we only have the data in one place anyways, that makes it nicer. Mostly because you don't have to file taxes outside European Economic Zone. Is that because... No. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I guess. I don't know. I didn't know that. But then again, not too much into taxes and all that stuff. Let's iterate over all of our vectors here. And then, yeah, let's copy out. We should reserve, but I really don't care, to be honest, about that. But we should usually reserve that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I left 2021, I think I left Spain. Or 2020. I was... Man, let me check. Don't remember anymore. Let me check my LinkedIn. When did I leave? 2021. October of 2021. That's actually already quite some time ago when I left Spain. And I didn't even put my new job on LinkedIn yet. Funny. Yeah, but I mean, I learned a little bit of Spanish so that I can order and stuff like that, but I never really... But then again, maybe I'm like... Maybe like I'm a bad... Maybe I am a bad role model for that. I didn't really want to learn it. Where is... Oh, we moved that away, right? X, Y, and Z. Oh, well, we don't even need that anymore, then. You would be surprised. What I saw there as well in code, but yeah. But it was mostly in Ubisoft. There were comments in French sometimes, but it was rare. But there was some comments in French. But yeah, luckily you cannot write code in French or Spanish, for that matter. let's put that as far there. So the thing is, I need to really construct now an in-place array of four samples each. How did I do that back then? I'm not even sure if I find that's there. Because I mean, I think I submitted it mostly. But then again, I'm not sure if I actually used it. Let's see. Oh, there is no find here, right? So probably it's in one of those. Okay, it's not that one, it's this one. And then I have no idea actually. Maybe it's in, well, it's not in the header for sure. Let's not do that. Maybe it's here. Might be here, might be here. Marching squares test comp. Might as well be here, I have no idea. It's not here, it seems like, because I think it was in an anonymous namespace. The test code. Beautiful. Beautiful test code, alright. Okay, so it's not here as well. That looks like test code. Maybe not. Oh, maybe it is here. Yeah, it is actually. So what did I do back then? I had like a in-place array for corners and Hermite samples, and then I basically initialized that like that. We could do something similar. That was the test code, okay. Well, what did I do here? What is a component? Because that's not the component. Ah, here, struct. Ah, I think that was how the lines are connected together. Which we currently don't have anymore. But yeah, we can restore that. And then I'm not... Bucket. Yeah, exactly. No, unfortunately it was harder than that. That one I would have understood. Today at work, it's not unrelated to that story, but I had to optimize some procedure because currently I'm working on like a tool, more like on a tool side, less on like gameplay code, which hopefully soon changes again. By the looks of the next sprint planning, it looks like it will change. But yeah, basically some procedure generation. And I joined the project just recently, like a month ago or something like that, and I took over the procedure generation from someone who doesn't work anymore there. Holy shit. I mean, I'm not... the person before probably did as good as he could, like, all things considered. But that thing is so slow. It's insane. I already optimized the performance by 60% or something like that. It's insane how slow it was before. Because it was like, you have like volumes that exclude like certain areas from procedural generation. And what it was doing is, it just took all the volumes in the whole world that basically mark areas for non-procedural generation. And then it like iterated all the procedural generated content in the whole world against those volumes, disregarding any bounce check beforehand, like some early outs or something like that. It's insane. It was like 500-600 meshes compared against like 9 times different volumes or something like that. It's insanity. It was like one part of the world that needs to be generated, which was very small. Took like 5 minutes and now it's like 2 seconds. It's crazy. I don't even know why he pushed it like that. It's like I would have gone mad already when testing it. But I guess some people just like to wait and look at the progress bar. Alright, let's... So what did I do here? And then we filled it and called that, okay. Classic Windows user. Hey, I'm a Windows user. Be careful here. No, just kidding. Talking about Windows, where is that? How do I find it again? Do I still have it open? That was something funny today, but I don't think I have it open anymore. And if it was open, it was in the beautiful Edge because Teams decided to open it in Edge. Ah, this one, yeah. Right, let's open it in a proper browser. That's something I saw today. Just someone got a mail from Windows, talking about Windows and Microsoft. He got a mail from Windows saying that he has to recycle or trade his PC because it doesn't run Windows 11. So that he can upgrade. Please buy a new PC so that you can upgrade. Superize down. Or what do I... Ah, here I draw it. Well, we don't need that part. We really are just interested in this part. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, let's then build that exactly how we did it back then. Just so that we have it correct. That's a... Let's actually do a namespace using here. Usually I don't really like that, but in this case here, I think it makes sense. Alright. Because then we can get rid of a couple of things here, which makes sense. And then we have here our line segments, and then we create another in-place array. Vector 3, 4 base corners, and another in place array vector 4f format data. No, okay. I didn't know that about Linux. But then again, as I said, like Linux, I really wanted to look at it like more and use it a little bit more, but I never really came around to it. But I mean, I'm not like a total Linux noob. I can do some stuff in it and things like that, but yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm like proficient. What am I typing here? Isn't that face vertices? Okay. It's here, face vertices, but am I not? Did I not have that somewhere? Maybe not. Alright. Did I delete my cubical marching squares thing? Or I guess I did. Outline segments. You needed something snappy. Yeah, I mean, Windows is definitely far from snappy. Sorry, I need to check something. Alright, all good. Far from snappy, not gonna lie. That is for sure. And then let's put back... Where is our code here? So let's just do... Let's implement our corners differently. I'm not doing it like that. Doing it like... Where? Sorry, not like that. Like that, and then we have our actually down, all the way down here. Oops. And then context per F32 cell size. Let's do that. For 15 seconds. Yeah, that's... I mean, you're ambitious. I wouldn't even say 15 seconds. Because then it already wants to install every update and everything it has. And I mostly did this here so that we have like the right winding order and everything for this stuff to make sense. So that we have like the right faces. Windows 8 you think was... I mean, I skipped Windows 8 because it was really bad in my opinion. Windows 7 I think was really good. But yeah, I don't know. Alright, so we have all of that. What happens if we draw that now? Probably... What generates stamp depend? Okay, cool. Why is it generating CMake stuff? Do I have to ask about that? Why are we generating CMake? Hello? What did I break since yesterday that we suddenly think we have to? Do we have to suddenly think we have to run CMake here? Oh, that's bizarre, but it compiles now. I have no idea what happened here. Windows 8 was just too different for common man to be good. Yeah, maybe. What? So those are 8 entries, right? Those are not 8 entries. No, it's 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. That's like 1 too much. Why is that 1 too much? What am I doing here? Hold on. Am I like... So this is 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, no, it's 4. I just can't. I can't count. Great. And that is 4. Good. Well, 8 in total. Okay, good. Yeah, Windows 8 is a reskin of Windows 8. Similar story between Windows 10 and Windows 11, although I still have no idea how they can fuck up that badly in terms of the reskin, because technically the kernel and everything is the same between Windows 10 and Windows 11, but somehow they fucked Windows 11. Why did you generate a project, and why did you do it like that, please? Our Windows 11 uses WebTech for native menus. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. That sounds horrible. Oh. Stupid me. Yeah, I have to address that on the weekend. Whole Symlink stuff and everything. Probably taking this out again, to be honest. Not just because of what you said yesterday about the memory, because that I don't really care, but you have to run the CMake script as admin to be able to generate the Symlink. That's why they removed the... Okay. I mean, it's kind of weird. I would have assumed that that shouldn't be an issue, even like for WebTech, right? But I don't know what they're using for it, maybe. I mean, or yeah, what tech debt they have there. Yeah, in Ubisoft I had like some contact with the Microsoft guys. It was actually quite fun. There I learned everything is a little bit scuffed at Microsoft, mostly because of the size of the company, I was told. I mean, I wasn't told that directly by Microsoft, but some people that as well were talking with it. So basically, Windows is like this huge machine, and the average team like just pushes stuff, because if they would follow proper guidelines like testing and stuff like that, nothing would be done in time. So there's that. Wait, what? First of all, why is that like that? I have no idea why I did that, but okay. And then I didn't fill my Hermit data samples. It's the other way around. God damn it. So these are the Hermit data samples, this is the Hermit data. And then here. Yeah, basically we sample that. And then here we put that in. And now we should be okay. Where are my other dots? Shouldn't there be more dots? Where are... God damn it. That's why. Static cast U8. Well, actually, it's kind of always fixed, but whatever. Yeah, I need 8 corners. There they are. Alright, so, I mean, that looks pretty... I still don't... Man, can I make this somehow bigger? This whole plot thing? Size. But what that is probably the size of... That's probably not the size I'm looking for, but... I want to make this whole thing where we are in the plot. Get plot size maybe? Or set plot size maybe? Set plot size. Setup axis maybe? Maybe it's setup axis? Yeah, or it's a scale, yeah, one of those it might be, right? Okay. Is it... do I have to scale it down or do I have to scale it up? That's the question. No, probably the other way around, but... Okay, and it's 3 values. I don't want that uniform. Probably it's the wrong direction, right? Probably 2 is the correct one. Okay, I mean, that's not really what I wanted. I don't think that achieves what I want. Because that seems to be really just the scale. Which is not really what I want. Maybe axis limits? Let's do minus 1.f. Well, let's actually minus 2.f. 2.f. And then let's copy that 3 times. And then probably once is fine. Okay, so that looks better. Perfect. Let's actually do const expr float scale. And then axis limit 2.0. It's horrible. Okay. I can maybe do even 1.5 or something like that. That's good enough. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's... yeah. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think what I would want to do is, can I plot line size plus 0.5? Which size? You mean the size of the cube or what? Maybe, yeah. Ah, God. Help, send help. Okay, so that's good enough. The only question is now, how can I... let me think. What if we do in place... well, not an in place array, but... by empty space. What do you mean by empty space? So let's iterate over all of our Hermite samples again. Well, actually the corners, but actually I want to manipulate the Hermite samples. And now we do an imgui float input scalar input. Input scalar. What's the difference between input scalar n and input scalar? actually I want a float, drag float, input float probably is good enough. You have cube and then you have 7 empty quadrants. Ah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, but details, it's a debug view. So basically that's core. Let's do a format. That's corner index. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Exactly. Then we have format data samples at position corner index at position 3. And I don't think we care about anything else. So those will be probably below each other, yeah. It's fine. So if we change that to 1 exactly, so now we can manipulate. Oh, we are resetting it all the time, okay. Well, that's not what we wanted. So let's cheat a little bit. Just make that static. I could move it to the anonymous namespace as well, that would work as well, but who cares about that, right? Okay. So we can make all my corners basically... Huh. Shouldn't have... Oh, and now we have... Basically, yeah, that surface. That doesn't look so wrong. Because it's like here, basically inside, here, outside, and then we have like that as the surface. So that's pretty nice that that works. And then we have like that shape. Yeah, that looks kinda correct. Probably I want the reset. Okay. Journal got baited into reviewing malware camouflage code. Which one is that? Was that the latest one, the 11-year-old or what? Like the guy that claimed to be an 11-year-old or something like that? I recently watched like one, but I'm not sure if it... Okay, it was the last one. Yeah, then it was the guy that claimed to be 11 years old. To be honest, I didn't really believe that from the mail anyways. But did he post it on Twitter or what? Or where did you get that he got like a malware from that? What? Okay. Ah, funny. Well, actually not so funny, but yeah. Kinda crazy. Yeah, I thought about like if I would want to offer something similar to review code for people, I don't know, but yeah, probably would do it on a virtual machine. I hope that he did as well. I mean, probably he did. Okay, let me think. What would be the smartest thing to do now? Because testing all the different cases, I mean, yeah, it kind of works, right? I can do that here. Probably some code that generates he worked at EA, they charge per pixel rendered. Well, what can I say? I worked at Ubisoft, so not that much better. Not that much better. Okay, yeah, and then this is like basically the whole opposite case. Oh, what is that kind of construct? That looks funky. I mean, I guess it looks correct. I have no idea actually. It's really hard to say. I mean, probably because that goes up here. So that's inside and that's inside. Yeah, I mean, that looks kind of fine. Well, they took it. They gave it and they took it. No, I don't know. So are you going to play the new one? The one that just released? I think it released now, or is it just a review embargo that got lifted today? I don't know. I saw like their first reviews for Shadows. You're still on the pre-order list, I see. Okay. No, well, I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not. The Assassin's Creed series is not bad. Ah, I see what you meant with that. Now I understood what you meant with the... Let's do that. That which should be... See? Now, does that look better to you? Now there's less empty space. 3, 4, 5, and 6. That one is a funky one, but I think that was one of the edge cases that my debug code in Unreal wanted to test. Let me double check. No, that's not the Unreal. Do I still have it open is the question. Oh, I do. So it's set corner 3. Well, actually it set all of those to 1. Let's do that. And then it set corner 4 and corner 2. Put this one to -1. This one to -1. This one to -1. Really, that many? 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that doesn't look so wrong. Doesn't look like a hard case to solve, to be honest. Maybe that actually already works. So the next step after that would be, I mean, I could do another debug view, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Like render out all of the possibilities, like all the 256 different iterations of like corner cases. but I would probably need to render that out to an image or something like that, because yeah, looking at that here would probably be kind of impossible. Actually, I'm old enough to remember the times when you got into a fight in Ubisoft games. There was no way to escape under 5 minutes without dying. Well, that's some time ago, though. Because I don't know, they kind of got very, very easy. But then again, I never really played that many Ubisoft games, to be honest. I was more like Warcraft 3, StarCraft kind of guy. Like StarCraft 2. StarCraft 1 I didn't play, but Warcraft 3 I played a lot. And Command and Conquer was as well really nice. Command and Conquer, Red Alert 2 and stuff like that. More of a strategy RTS kind of player, I guess, back in the day. And then I got hooked into World of Warcraft, and let's not go down there. Spent way too much in that shitty game. Well, like shitty game. It was a good game, don't get me wrong. It just took a lot of time. Hello, Drishtan. So the thing is, how does that now continue? Was it like the one of the first ones or what? I'm not sure. Maybe it was. So we could try to build the segments. So basically what we need to do is, currently we just have line segments, right? So here, for example, we get out X amount of line segments. So yeah, six line segments. But we need to basically create loops and find like which line segments are connected with which. So basically what we draw here now, but instead of drawing 7 line segments or 6 line segments, we draw 2 line strips, basically, I would say. Line strip is basically, I think, what I'm looking for here as a word. So basically that's like one line strip here, and that's like one line strip here at the top. And then once we have those line strips, we, I think, need to create a triangle fan out of that, if I'm not mistaken. And then we can triangulate, like based on the triangle fan we can triangulate. I think that was how this algorithm works. Let me try to see if that's actually the case. Do I have to specify it here? Otherwise I would need to find the paper again. I'm having like this beautiful presentation that I once did, but I don't think I went into too much detail there because it was more a presentation for some other people. Yeah, I don't even know, this comment doesn't really make any sense here. Here we have the paper. Perfect. I see, that's why I did this presentation, I guess, so that I can remind myself. Hey lolboy, have you tried Minecraft long term? No, I have not actually. I've never, I don't know, it was like, I want to say it was after my time where I was like, I would be interested. I don't know, when did Minecraft come out actually? Probably I just slept on it because I was like stuck in 2011. So no, it was actually not, I would have been able to play it. But yeah, that was basically my time where I was sucked into World of Warcraft most of the time. And yeah, loreboy, it's going good, it's going good. We're looking at this beautiful thing here. How do you find those technical papers? Is there a website? No, that was like long research. Actually, this one, the cubical marching squares one, it took a long time for me to find. Because it's not a very popular one. Yeah, that is mostly for the game, but I mean, terrain you need in the engine as well. So it's for the game and the engine. But I can share those papers on. Wait, let me. I don't think I can share. I'm not sure if I can share the actual. If I can share the presentation, that's what I wanted to say. Can I somehow copy like all of those? Does that work? Probably not, right? That will be not function. Those will be non-functional links, probably. Yeah, it's not functional. But here, that one is the cubical marching, and then is that, yeah, that one is the pretty good one. Let me give you that one that explains like the current version that I have really good. So that's like dual marching cubes. And the other one is the cubical marching squares. But there is like a ton of different variations. Actually, I think, hold on. ISO surface. There is like a... I thought there was a website for it somewhere where it like... it was basically a collection of all the different volumetric surface extraction methods. I'm not sure where that was anymore. I think I don't have that link anymore. And maybe there is already new stuff, because just now googling I already saw stuff that I didn't see yet on papers for isosurface extraction. Basically, if you're interested in that, you basically look for that term and then you find it. It's basically isosurface method, and then for example those are the ones that back then I knew. So marching cubes is basically the, let's say, I mean it's not the simplest one. I think surface nets is even simpler than marching cubes, but I'm not sure. I mean it's debatable. But you find a lot of resources on marching cubes for Unity, for example, and surface nets as well. That those are like the most common ones used because they are like very, very simple, let's say. And then dual contouring is another popular one. I can't remember anymore what dual contouring did different. I think I covered it here somewhere. Yeah, I think it's actually... Is Sebastian like the Coding Adventures person, right? Is that the guy? Because then I think I have that one here. Yeah, exactly. So that's that one now. I have that here as well as a reference. It's not so complicated actually. I know that it looks like super daunting, but in reality marching cubes is like super simple. And marching squares as well, because it's just a 2D version of it. And marching squares is really just... Is that marching squares? Yeah. So you have like 15 different cases, right? So that those are your edge, like your corners of the like the quad in 2D. And then like, let's say you have like one field, so black is filled basically inside of the terrain, and the non-filled ones are air. And then basically you just have 16 different cases that like how edges, like how corners can be filled or not filled. And based on that you draw your surface line. That's basically it. And this is like the simplified version, right, where we always draw from the connect like the edge centers together. So if those two are, then we have a horizontal wall, right, here in case 9. And in case 3 we have like a flat surface that we can walk on and stuff like that. That's like the bare minimum of marching cubes and marching squares. And then you can do some additional stuff where you don't say anymore that it's just filled, but it's like 30% filled, right? And then you move the line basically from the center of the edge closer to the corner point, because you are not fully filled, you are 30% filled, let's say. That's like naively said, but that's kind of what more advanced algorithms do with like what they call Hermite data, which is not really important right now, but yeah, you get the idea, I guess. It's really not that. It sounds more complicated than it actually is. It's really, really simple, and you have lookup tables for that, and then it gets super simple. And then the main thing is really how can you divide your data into like this cube structure. Hello, Bogo. So in order to generate terrain, you chain them together using noise. Kinda, yeah. Kinda, yes. So usually what you do is, yeah, you can do that. There's like the biggest problem, right, is how you save that data. Basically, like in the end you need like basically cubes with like corners to run marching cubes. I mean, that's kind of in the name. And how you can efficiently store like those cubes is like the biggest issue, I would say. And for example, an octree is kind of nice for that, because you already have cubes out of the box for that then, if you have an octree. And yeah, basically what I do is this kind of thing, right, currently, where you have like signed distance field functions. So basically I have a signed distance field function for spheres and cubes and planes, and then you combine them together, and then you sample in like a, let's say, uniform grid your signed distance function, and save that into an octree. And then you iterate over the octree and run marching cubes on the octree nodes, basically. That's more or less it. So basically the noise is just one of those signed functions. Basically the noise gives you a distance to the surface. So we have that here somewhere, simplex noise source, right? So ignore all of that noise thing, but basically what we do is we get, where is it? Here we have a word position. I think that is that. Yeah, here we have a word position. We get a word position. Basically, that's the position of, for example, the octree center, like the current octree node center. And then we sample the noise on that position, and we get the distance, and that's our value for that current octree node. Basically, the distance to the noise function. Here, get noise var. Well, yeah, here it's like amplitude, blah blah blah, simplex noise stuff. Doesn't really matter which noise you use. But yeah. But that is something I will probably look at once we have the cubical marching squares working. The data storage is something I need to look at because I don't think mine is currently scalable, to be honest. I'm saying that because I think my octree saves too much information for actually a larger word, but we will find out, I guess. Alright, so the idea was that we go through those line segments. And the thing is, I don't think there is an easy way to... Probably there is, but right now I'm so out of the loop of this whole algorithm that I don't really know how we generate those segments. Like how the faces are basically like the reverse of folded, like basically how they are spread out, I guess is the word. Basically, where is it, the picture? I mean, those pictures really help. Yeah, basically how they are like broken apart. I'm not sure how I did that, like in which order. I could probably find that out, but I'm a little bit too lazy for that today. But yeah, basically I just want to connect the strips. So we probably will use the code that I already have, even though it's like super stupid. Line strips, or line strip actually. Now we have here a dynamic array of a line segment. And then is connected basically. We give it a new line segment. Main. Please have mercy, I don't want to type that all the time. Come on. All right. And basically we just look for bool is connected to an std any in our segments. We can probably std ranges any. Basically segment dot get from equals s from, or segment get2 equals s get2. Now we need the other cases as well, basically, where we are like the other way around connected, right? So segment get from maybe equal to segment well s get 2, and then the last but not least is get 2 and get from. I wanted to do that because, yeah, new coding style at work. I'm not sure if I like it or not yet, but I almost did it here. So the new coding style guide in my current project at work is that you do empty spaces here all the time around like any opening brackets, basically. So you do it like that, which I'm not quite sure if I like it or not. I mean, I guess it makes it more readable, but it adds so much like unnecessary spaces. And you would even do it here, right? So here, it's like that. I don't know. And they even do it here as well, so it would be here for the array accesses as well. This is kinda... I mean, I guess it makes it more readable. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I didn't do it all now, but so it looks kind of funky, but that's a coding crap. I don't know. I mean, I'm really not that opinionated anymore, as I was back in the day when I started, I guess. But Strauss will not be happy. You think he has an opinion about that? I know he doesn't like the Hungarian notation, stuff like that, but you think he has a strong opinion about that? Actually, I'm not too against it. I think it makes kind of sense, because for example here it kind of made it a little bit more readable, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely something getting used to. I don't know. I mean, it kind of works, right? I mean, here as well. Then. But yeah, I don't know if I would do it as well. I don't know. Yeah, on function parameters. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Coding styles are always, they have like pros and cons all the time, but yeah. Oops. So basically, we don't do that for now. Alright, we go through our line segments now. And we have a dynamic array of line strips. And let's place back a new one right away. Current line strip, maybe? I don't know. How did I do that? Did I just brute force it, or did I do anything smart? What is that? C++. Ah, the star thing. Too much spaces make the text larger and distract. Well, they don't do that. They don't do it on include, so they are not that crazy. But yeah, they I don't know if they do it with empty ones, to be honest. I think I never saw them do that. Like if it's empty, they don't do it. But I mean, that's like a detail. But I think they do it as well on the template arguments. Again, I'm currently more in the C# editor word building procedural generation code, so my C++ on the project itself is not like wasn't that much yet, so I'm not 100% sure anymore. But I think they did it on the types of templates as well. So basically they would do that, I think. Yeah, that is a crime. I'm take it back. I'm opinionated about that. Because yeah, for me, I kind of dislike that. I as well dislike the. I think you can do like. You can do it like that, right? Line segment constref. I don't know why you would do that. Wait, what? Today I learned about C++. Wait, I didn't know that. You say that if I do that? I mean, I never use that kind of syntax like that, so today I learned that's really an int. I actually didn't know about that. That's crazy. As I said, I've rarely used that. I didn't know that this is then an int. Well, that I mean, can you even do that? No, right? Because it wants this as a reference. So you can't really do that in that case. So in that case, I assume that, well, that's not really valid, right? Because you need a value for a, but I assumed that this both would be pointers. I thought that this type here goes for like both, but I guess not. Yeah, exactly. A need to be initialized, yeah. Well, today I learned C++ is always full of surprises. Where did I do that? Oh god, here. Let's revert that disgusting const reference at the end. Actually we can fuck it. I would argue as well that it's kind of funky that the type changes in like in one line statement. Segments push back, and then we push back our outline segments front. Although Well, if our current line strip segments, let's do it like that, segments is empty, then we push back our line segment. Else we try to see if we match. And if we do, then we basically push back our line segment. Again, this is very naive and brute force. And probably we can optimize that. Otherwise, we create a new line segment. And we push back right away our... Actually, then we can do it a little bit cleaner. So if that doesn't match right, then we do that. And we always push back our line segment here. And then in that case, we might do it even further. So we do that, and then here. If we are not empty, and we're not connected, then we do that. Also by spec int AB is also platform dependent, so on it would give you stack space address. On others it could tell you it does not know where B lives when you try to access B. Okay, yeah, embedded is, I guess, kind of fun. Oh no, I did it here, or did I just do it to show? I don't know. At this point I'm not sure anymore what I do, because I'm doing it at work, and what I'm doing because I want to do it. Or something like that. Alright, and then we go through our current strip. And then we have a line strip here. And then basically we go and we basically go through our line segments here. In our line strip. Why is that not working? Oh, because we want to iterate over that. That's what I wanted. And yeah, then we have, instead of that, we have a dynamic array. We don't have 2 points anymore. Have like multiple. And I mean, probably that's garbage what I'm doing here now, but let's do it naively for now. So basically we do the get from, we push that, and we do 0. Well, basically we do that. Why did I? Oh my god. Not quite sure why that was selected, but okay. And then we do static cast. Just remember that by design, conversion from int to signed int is a narrowing conversion. Does not, I mean, it computes, but does not really compute because isn't that signed anyway, int? But okay. But I guess that is as usual as on all of the things in C++ platform dependent if int is signed or not, I guess. Because where would the fun be in that if it wouldn't be platform dependent? That's always the best answer for anything in C++. So does that compute? Well, it compiles, but does it do what it should do? So let's do that one. Well, that didn't work. Great. Did I do there? What? What is your problem? Where there's also a situation with signed chart type, and unsigned chart type. I think I heard about that already, yeah. So what is current strip? We emplace that and then why did that crash exactly? Okay, so it crashes when we want to add a second one, a second line strip. What? Oh wait, is it because... Hold on, I'm stupid, I think. Or am I? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Actually, let's do it different, yeah. Let's do actually nothing here. And then let's do it a little different. So line strip. Line segment has added is true. Now we can break. And if has added equals false, then we place a new line strip. And we add our new segment basically there. Let's do it like that. That's anyways a little bit safer. And yeah, I think I know what it was. I cannot reassign like the reference, right? References. And placeback is not a void function, no? With emplaceback, you can get a reference back to the emplaced object. Works on most standard containers. I think even on the map you can do that. Or does the map even have any place? Yeah, I think it does, right? I'm not sure. Alright, so that should be better. That should now do the trick. So now we should be able to do that, and yeah, we have that. Okay, cool. So the other thing I wanted to copy from the beautiful code in Unreal is well, we don't have that here, but we can do another anonymous namespace here. Basically, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But luckily the compiler optimized it away for you, so the compiler didn't have that waste of time. But you did. How many exactly? It's like way more, and like your source files are bigger, right? I mean, that's way more characters to save. Your pure hard drive. All those bytes that add up to kilobytes for the more lines that you have to save in the source code. Then we want to have like a couple colors here. I'm not quite sure which colors make sense, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So here we had red. I think that is that. I think that is red. What do you mean? What do you mean? Ah, that's what's missing. Or is it? Is it too long or what? Wait, isn't that a 32-bit? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's too long. Never mind. Four spaces, 4 bytes for 1 tab rand. But are you serious? Are you not like using a lot of space, like indentation or what? It's a curious question now. Like I'm really curious about that. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, to be honest, what colors I am doing here. But what can you do? Some random colors here. Oops, we need to use them. And then our color here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, I started that in Barcelona, Ubisoft Barcelona. They said like we should use spaces instead of tabs here automatically. I think the main reason was that it's like a space is like uniform like on all operating systems and all things, right? A tab has different sizes. A tab is very much like following C++, where it's like compiler specific, let's say, like OS specific or even like editor specific. And the space is always the same. So I think that was the reasoning why they wanted to have spaces, which kind of makes sense. And then I kind of got used to that from there, and yeah. Yeah, you can. You can. It's about 33% better compression for version control systems. You mean the spaces or the tab? Because I would imagine it's kind of the same, right? Compression wise, but maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. Or you're not talking about compression in that sense, like real compression, but more like you use less. Because it's a /t instead of spaces in the actual file. And then we have our colors here, and we do a color index ++. And we just don't expect to have more than 8, right? We will not have that case. We did pop. am plot 3D pop. Tabs magic value for when to switch from spaces. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to necessarily question that, but I can kinda. Why do I have this line here? Wait. Hold on. Is it that we already have a valid mesh and the triangle fan is really just if we... Because I mean that already would be a valid like quad, right? I mean we have like 2 triangles to draw. So was the triangle fan just a special case if we have three vertices? Was that what that thing in the presentation meant? Basically, if we have like that and we don't have anything in there, then we... But even then, that's just a normal triangle. I think I need to read the paper again where it does the triangle fan. Do I have it open? I'm not sure if I still have it. Did I close it? Maybe I closed it. Looks like I did. Let me see. Probably more interesting to read that offline, but yeah, basically, so that's what we are doing, right? So we are creating those, they call it components, yeah. That's why I named it component, okay. So we do all of that already. We do this part. We do... Well, that is the generation. Wouldn't the triangle fan work best for rendering a hexagon there? Yeah, probably, yeah. But I'm not quite sure where... They had like a special case here. Okay, if there is no... Calculate the average point of all sample points on this component. Ah, that's what they mean with a triangle fan. I see, it wasn't really a triangle fan, I guess, in the sense of... I mean, technically it is a triangle fan, but what they do is... So if we have those 2 cubes here, right? And that is our surface that we need to generate. then to generate that surface, we would need to have like this cube then depends on the right one or the other way around, so that we can generate the line segment basically and the mesh. So what they do instead is they put a vertex on the bound of the cube, basically doing that, right? And then you have like this kinda like a triangle fan, I guess. And then you're independent of each other because every cube is basically just doing its line segments, right? So it's not really a triangle fan, I guess. I think at least that's what it does, right? Well, okay, not quite. Either way, they produce at least 2 valid quads. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's not entirely it, but almost. I think I need to read that paper again, and there is some reference implementations as well somewhere that I kind of lost, I think, somewhere, but I probably find them again. Because I'm not entirely sure anymore how that works. It's so long ago. I should have maybe finished that back in the day. But I don't think it's too important, because the triangle fan thing is really just for sharp features, which is just an addition which we can patch in later. It's not a must, and I do think I have this part here. Detect sharp feature, is that somewhere? No, right? Yeah, I love it that this, oh man, papers for like algorithms and stuff like that, they are always a pain. Like this pseudocode, it's like detect sharp feature, yes, and what does it do? Well, who knows what it does, right? And then you need to look here and it just says it does it like a different paper. Great. Always fun. Like those papers that like are 6, okay, we have 9 pages, but one is just the reference, like the references, and one is the index, which is like great. All right, but I think I kind of got it again. I think we have a valid mesh anyways. Hold on, why do we have another line here? And that looks kind of scuffed. Hold your horses, that looks wrong. We have 8 outline segments. And then we have 3 line strips. That looks a little bit sus. We really don't have anywhere to connect that. Is that really a thing? Man, what would be really nice here is like debug visualization, like a NutVis for it, so that I see the components right away. So 0, 0.5 and 1 and 0, 0, 5, 0. Fascinating, I guess that's really the case. Wait a second. No, that's not the case. This too. Is the same as this from. So you should be 0.51. Haha, what? From and from, to, and then from and to and from. Shouldn't that be the case? Line strip. Oh, we should definitely. Oh wait, we have an edge index as well, so that's interesting. I think we could use the edge index to better combine segments. I think it would be helpful if I would do this with an index to debug that. To be honest. So here we are on this line segment, and then which line segment is that? 1051. But I guess we could just jump to the next edition, because that should be our line segment that is in question. And you really don't have any matching. Oh, I see. Oh, that's interesting. So we got to a line segment that has no valid connection yet, but in the end it will have a valid connection. Yeah, see, so that really doesn't work that well. That's fascinating. How does that edge index work? Because that edge index doesn't make too much sense, right? With the from and the to endpoint, wouldn't we need like 2 edge indices? I think we would need to. I'm not sure why. What edge index am I outputting here? Oh, we have a resolve face shop feature. Man, I already did that. Man, I did already more than I thought I would have done. Okay, so in that case, if we have a sharp feature, okay, then we do that. That kind of makes sense. But I'm still not entirely sure, man, that's so long ago, what the edge actually is on about. How we can have only one edge. For a given corners flag, this array defines the edges from which we draw interior edges. Okay, yeah, and then this only goes up to... Okay, so we draw from 0 to 1. Right, in this case, because we do edge 3 to edge 0. Is that. Then we have like configuration 2. Yeah. Which is like edge 0 and edge 1, so it's that one. And so forth. Okay, so I get that. But then we always only output the edge, the starting edge basically, I guess. Is what we output. And then the ambiguous case, we output up to 4 segments. I think that makes sense. I think at worst case we can have up to 4 segments in one cube. Because we can have... Oh, but it's on one face. Oh yeah, we can have that, right? This is like a 4-way segment because we have like this is like 4 line segments from here to here to here, and then from here to here to here. And for that face sharp feature thing, we need our Hermite data, right? Yeah. I do think we use our normer for that. Alright, yeah, we do use the normer, exactly. Okay. And then yeah, we check basically this case if we are overlapping or not. Because either we do it like this, where we overlap and then we combine it, right, into like one. Or if we don't overlap, then we can draw the mesh. I don't think he has an example here. But basically if that point here is down here, for example, then it's fine, right? Because we can do a surface like that. But because like how the edges here look, basically we have to draw the surface like that based on the normals of the edge of the surfaces right here. So the only valid triangulation for this case is this. Otherwise you cannot have those surface normals. And then we have like 4 line segments because we go from here to here, and then from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. So we end up with 4 line segments on that. Oh wait, that's the face sharp features. Yeah, okay. And that those are different sharp features. I think. Okay, yeah, that part I did not see. That's the part that's missing, like the triangulation of the actual line segments. That's something we have to figure out. Because I think the first two parts of the paper I already have. But the last part is basically, yeah, just this surface extraction of the line segments. So basically this pseudocode is missing. Thank you. I will not do any longer anyways anymore. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow for sure. I will do a little bit more maybe. Although, not too sure what I will do. But yeah, maybe actually I will stop anyways as well. We need to do a better version of this line strip thing because that doesn't work. I guess that was the last thing that actually I did in Unreal, which was this line strip, which anyways what was, it seems like, not working. So yeah, probably I need to look at... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to come up with a better idea how to connect those line segments. Because yeah, that doesn't work. I will think about something tomorrow. We'll come in with a fresh mind, because I'm already super tired. So yeah, let's do tomorrow. Let's fix the line strips, and I will try to find time in my lunch break to figure out if I can find some reference implementations for the triangulation of the cubical marching squares, because I think to remember to have had one, but I'm not sure. Alrighty, thank you for joining, as always. Have a nice rest of your evening. See you tomorrow, 7:30 as usual. And yeah, Saturday I will not stream, but I will do that announcement anyways tomorrow as well, because Saturday I will do the last bits and pieces for a release of the source code. And then Sunday we are back, and hopefully I have finished everything on Saturday, and then I can share the source code with you. Awesome. So have a nice rest of your evening. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.